Hello, in today's video we shall be replacing my Infiniti FX50 battery. I'll start by removing the battery cover. And then we've got these covers over here as well. Pull this off to the side. That will allow me to pull this one here. But I've got a few other things in the way, so I'll be doing this. The tools we need for the job are some sort of a pry tool and then 10mm tools. Start with the pry tool. Right there. It's really cold. It's 20 something degrees. So I shall do my best and maybe alternate. I'll do what I can with gloves, but for the most part I need the dexterity of bare hands. Okay, so this one here is pretty much out. There's another one in the corner here, but looks like it's loose. So off it goes. And we mostly have access to the battery at this point, but as you can see, it's still tucked in there. And for that reason, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to pry this one here. Well, it doesn't really need too much prying, it's already out. Set it off to the side. Great snow all over. Sometimes there's yet another one here, but it looks like today it's missing. So this one should be ready to be moved. How far can you see? Can you guys see that? That? This? Yeah, pull this. Yeah, a whole lot of noise, but don't worry about it. It's all good. If everything works out, when you run the engine, things are gonna warm up, right? Shouldn't be such a big deal. Say that as I dump snow and ice into my engine bay. Okay, so enter the roll of the 10mm tools. This is my positive terminal. Remove this so I can access that nut. I've got 10mm over here as well, and I'm going to use this to do this. Off it goes. Sometimes it don't open up yet, so you have to pry it. Trying to do this. Thankfully, I already disconnected the negative side, but I was saying while doing this, because everything else inside the engine bay is a negative terminal, could end up shorting something. So lift this up, but I usually remove the rubber grommet as well to give me more flexibility. See that? Now I can move it backwards. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. This is your bracket, your holder bracket, holds the battery down, keeps it in place so it doesn't go dancing around. 10 millimeters as well. Sometimes you can just remove one side and everything works out, but okay, gloves off. Okay, I might need to remove the nut all the way. Ooh, my fingers are turning to ice. Okay, there you go. It fell. I'll pick it up. I have more control over this one now. Or not. Let's move it off to the side. Okay. Gloves on again, so I can pick up this heavy battery. It's out of the way, right? Yep. Factory batteries do not come with, wow, that was frozen. Do not come with handles. If it had a handle, it would be out of here by now. Okay, I'm going to hold the terminals. At least one of them. Uh-oh. All right, here we go. Wow. Took a while. Let me turn it this way so you can see the battery specs. It's got an 84-month warranty, which is really, really nice. But the danger of sticking to, I mean, it's great to stick to Infiniti batteries for that reason, right? They're designed and guaranteed for the vehicle they put in. But I live pretty far from an Infiniti dealership, so I just go aftermarket. But 84-month warranty, that's good. 24-month free replacement, then prorated for the other 5 years. The part number is 999M1-QC24F. It's a 24F battery. 24 is the size of the cabinet, is what I call it, the case, and then the F is a reversal of the terminals. Okay, it's heavy. And they say that it was last replaced in December of 2017. Right now I'm going for the hooks that were giving me trouble. Here's one hook. It hooks towards the back, and then there's another one here that hooks towards the front, if I can find it. Here, that's the longer one. From experience, you usually want to deal with the one in the back first. Most times, it just works better that way. I've got an aftermarket battery over here. It's a Duralast Gold. The part number is 24FDLG 750 cranking amps, and I've got a reserve capacity of 130. That's really good. Okay. Looks mostly good. Can you guys tell that that one is frosted over? The negative terminal. This battery was borrowed from my Infiniti M45. They use the same spec battery at this point. Just hasn't been used for quite some time, so I figured, hey, we probably don't need that. Looks like this broke, so that's why it's here. I have a short clip showing the specs on that battery as well, like when it was bought it in July of 2021. I hope it works. At this point, I think the prudent thing would be, I've already tested it. I know it's not going to start. It's going to need a jump, but it's got a little more juice than the other one did, and I never really got to use it that much. So let me connect this here. Helps me keep it centered. Push down if I can. Okay, we should be fine. Let's go ahead and do the ugly parts of the job. And in case you've lost your bearing and you move things around and you don't know what side goes where, this one has an arrow right here which tells you, it should be facing, this is the front side. I'll be seeing with my hands is what I call this. Basically feeling around. Kind of sucks, I'm losing feeling in my hands already. I think that's hooked. Feels like it's hooked. Yeah. I'm hoping as difficult as it was to intentionally remove it, it's going to be difficult to accidentally bump it off. Let's work with the other hook. I can kind of see where I'm working on. Nice, hooked. Oh, it came off. Maybe pliers would have been nice right now. Gonna try this again. I did it from the top this time. Uh-oh, I lost it. Come on. Okay, I have to get a magnetic tool. Okay, I've got the pickup tool now. This normally shouldn't take this long. It's just that working in the cold has its fair share of complications. Looks like this side is holding up, so that's good. All right, that's good. Now, was it worth stressing as much as it did over the hold down brackets? I think so, yeah. I'm not just because I'm a perfectionist, but you don't want your battery wiggling around in a location that's got some pretty tight connections, tight harnesses over here, you know? This is an example. So you want to do this job as well, as perfectly as you can, is what I think. Let's go ahead and connect the battery, or rather secure it down. Secure it down sounds funny. Secure it. There you go. There's a connection here that looks a little funky to me. This part right here. Oh, looks like it's exactly what it was supposed to be. Okay, at this point, I would go ahead and full install this, but still need to jump it. So, but you might have noticed that so far I hadn't done anything regarding the negative connection. Haven't connected it or anything. Not much of a spark this time. Ooh, well, spark's a spark. Okay, nice and tight. Sometimes after removing things, you get to learn that maybe your one of your terminals, either that side or this side, is a little larger, just expanding the metal. Then you have to get shims. But for now, I'm going to get my jumper cables and then come and jump the vehicle. Just remove this so I can do this carefully. Using this, move all metal parts away. In case this one leans, it leans in plastic. Let's go ahead onto the booster vehicle. Okay, so far still looks safe. I'm connecting the positive onto the booster vehicle, then the negative. Connect the negative, you might see a spark, might not. It's got a little bit of juice. Let's go. Okay, connected. That's it. It's all good. So at this point, I'm going to move things, disconnect this, starting here. Carefully, make sure you don't touch things. I'm going to remove this one as well. No touching. So just go ahead and put everything back now. Starting by securing my positive. that's it. This rubber thing had come off, so let's put it back on. Pushing the clips in right now. Well, there wasn't one over there. There was one over there though. One right here. That should be it for the most part. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did not have one there, and I'm not going to sweat that. Okay, this is good. Now, before putting, well, this is like the simplest part. If you want to test your, so I know the vehicle is going to run, but I'm not going to tempt fate right now. Turned off the booster vehicle, the QX80. Turn on the defroster. Take it for a short drive just so I can make sure that the battery charges, and I know it's holding charge. It just needed boost, you know. It took me such a long time since it had been used. This part might make it into the video, might not. I'm not sure. I like testing myself sometimes. So come here. Low washer fluid. Okay, cool. Turn it off. Turn it on again. A little borderline over there, but it worked. I think it just needs a little more time running. So let's go ahead and do that. For now, AC or the HVAC system on, heated seats on, crank to the max. No heated steering wheel in the FXs, but yeah, we're good to go.